Good morning. This is Madanachari, contract lecturer in English, working at GPW, Jogipet. Okay. Today's topic is basic sentence structure. Basic sentence structure. Okay. Then, what is meant by the topic? What is meant by the topic? Basic sentence structure. Okay. Here, basic means common. Basic means common. Structure of a sentence. Structure of a sentence. Here we have each and every sentence. Here in English, each and every structure. Of course, whether it may be which kind of sentence, whatever it is, each and every sentence has its own structure. Each and every sentence has its own structure according to the tense. According to the tense, each and every sentence has a structure. Of course, means what we have understood, each and every sentence has its own structure. Okay, like this, here we are going to learn the basic sentence structure. How a common sentence has its structure. Okay, so that here we are going to learn a few structures, how the sentences are made. Okay, here the first one is, apart from the basic sentence structures, the first structure of the sentence is S plus V. S plus V means what? Subject plus verb. Subject plus verb. Here, according to this, in this sentence we have only subject plus verb. Subject plus verb, but not an adjective. Of course, we may use adjunct, means an extra information which we have added to the sentence. Okay, here what is the structure? Subject plus verb, means in a sentence we should maintain subject plus a verb. Okay, here subject and verb must agree in number. If the subject is singular, the verb must be singular too. Means based on the subject we are using the verb also. Okay, okay, let us see the examples. She writes every day. She writes every day. What is the subject and what is the verb in this sentence? Here, she is the subject. She is the subject. And writes is the verb. Writes is the verb. Okay. According to the structure, we should maintain subject plus verb only in this sentence. Every day is the adjunct, means an extra information which we have added to the sentence. Okay, that's not criteria. That's not criteria, but we should maintain subject plus verb in a sentence. That is important. Next. Okay, here as per the information, if we have the subject singular, we should use the verb singular. Next, we have the plural, we should have use the plural verb. Okay. They write every day. They is the plural. Okay, they is the plural, and write is the V1. Here in first sentence, she writes. She is the third person singular, so that we have added yes or es to V1. Okay, here the subject is the plural, so no need to add extra addings to the V1. Okay, this is the subject plus V1. Sorry, subject plus verb. Then here we have the next structure: subject, verb plus an object. Subject, verb, and object. Okay, means we may call it as S plus V plus O. S plus V plus O means subject, verb, object. Subject, verb, object. Okay, here we have a few examples. I like apples. I like apples. Okay, then we will observe the structure. Have we implemented the structure in this sentence or not. I is the subject. I is the subject. Okay, as per structure, S plus V plus object we should maintain. Okay, the first part is the subject, means here we have the subject is the I. Then we should use the verb. Then what is the verb here? The verb is like. The verb is like. Then after the verb we should use an object. We should use an object. What is the object here? Apples. I like apples. I is the subject, like is the verb, and apples is the object. Okay. Then the next one, she speaks English very well. She is the subject, she is the subject, and speaks is the verb. Then English is an object. English is an object. Okay. Like this, S plus V plus O means subject, verb, object. Okay. Then S plus V plus SC. SC means subject complement. Complement means which gives an extra which adds an extra information to the subject, is called subject complement. Here the box is a present. The box is a present. Here the box is the subject, is the verb, and subject is the a present is the complement, which adds extra information to the subject is the subject complement. The box smells funny. Or simply I give one more example. Ramu is a student. Ramu is a student. Student is a complement. Student is a complement. This complement comes for whom? This complement comes for whom? Ramu. So that here we are adding the extra information to the subject, so that it is the complement. Ramu is a student. Student is the complement, which to whom? It is Ramu. So that student is the subject complement. Then we have an example. Joe is a lover of apples. Joe is a lover. Lover is the complement. It comes for Joe, so that it is the subject complement. Here subject, verb, object complement. Okay. Just before we have learned subject complement. Now object complement. Object complement. For example, here subject complements reflects about the subject. Here object complements adds extra information to the object. Okay. Here the noise drove him mad. Who became mad? Here he became mad. Okay. Mad comes for him, so that he became mad. Okay. Next, he painted the wall green. He painted the wall green. Which is green? The wall is green. The wall is green. Green comes for the wall. Okay, means wall is an object, green is an object complement. Okay, like this. Next, subject plus verb, direct object and indirect object. Sorry, subject plus verb plus direct object and object complement. Okay, already what we have learned. Okay, the next one is subject, verb, indirect object plus direct object. Okay, direct object and indirect object. Here we have two objects. The one is the direct object and another one is the indirect object. Okay, means how can we discriminate whether it is the direct object and whether it is the indirect object? Okay, one thing you should remind: the direct object is always inanimate state. Direct object is always inanimate, means lifeless. Okay. Next, the indirect object is always animate state. Indirect object is always in animate state, means which can have the life. Okay. Here we have a few examples. Of course, this kind of structures we can observe in the active voice and passive voice. Okay, a sentence with the two objects. Okay, like this. Okay, here we have two objects. Okay, one is the direct object and another one is the indirect object. Ramu presented her a gift. Ramu presented her a gift. Ramu is the subject and presented is the verb. Her and gift, these are the two objects. Then we have to identify which one is the direct object and which one is the indirect object. Okay, already I told you the direct object is always inanimate. Inanimate means lifeless, not having the life. Here which one is not having the life? A gift, so that it is a direct object. And her means human being means having the life, so that it is a indirect object. Okay, this is the structure of direct subject plus verb plus direct object and indirect object. Okay, here we have few more examples. The man builds a house. The man builds a house. The man is the subject, builds is a verb, and house is an object. Okay, this is the single only direct object. Next, the man builds his family. The man builds his family a house. Here we have two objects. Okay, a sentence with two objects. Okay, we have a few more examples. My teammates gave me a party. A party is a direct object and me is an indirect object. Okay, this is about the subject plus verb, indirect object and direct object. Okay, this is the topic basic sentence structures. Okay, thank you.